Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Newsflash Media Live. It is Friday, as always, when we do this. 8 p.m. on the dot. A little before, actually. Or a little early. Hello, Kenny. Hello to Lucia. How are you? We actually do have an incident lined up for us on the 15 in Deer Springs that we'll be headed to shortly. Just wanted to start the stream here and say hello to everybody as they come on in. Hi, Brian. How are you? Thank you for being a member, Brian. I very much appreciate that. I'm good, Lucia. Thank you so much for asking. Let's straighten out the shot before we get going. Okay. I'm going to give it about one more minute. Hi, Karina. How you doing? Hello to Evergreen. Good to see you as always. Thank you for being a member and a moderator. Hi, Belle. Pat, thank you for being a member. Pat with his signature phrase, let's go. Hi, Jolene. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you? Okay. So I think we've got everybody for now, so we're going to hit the road. Thank you guys for 6 likes already. That's awesome. Stream just started. Glad to hear you're doing great, Jolene. That's always the goal. We are headed to the 15 North at Deer Springs Road. There's an Amazon semi-truck that has caught fire there. Apparently, the cab was fully engulfed, or not the cab, sorry, the trailer. So there's a number of fire department units, obviously, at the scene. This came out about a half hour ago, but I thought it was a good opportunity to kick off the stream.
Back 235 Benjamin.
And I did check the Caltrans Quick Map app, which is a good resource for all of California. It covers the entire state, given the Caltrans affiliation. But it'll give you updates on current traffic, and it doesn't do navigation in the app, but it was a great resource in this situation to check out what the traffic is looking like around this incident. And it has CHP logs attached to it. So yeah, really useful tool that I use quite a bit, so highly recommend. So I'm gonna get a view from a side street. I don't know how feasible that will be to actually get there, but it seems like the actual northbound lanes of the 15 will be a no-go. I don't know if this is affecting southbound traffic or not. Oh, there's our first bingo card. No taillights. We always see it once. See if we can let them know. You don't have taillights. You don't have any taillights. You don't have any taillights.
I don't?
No, I don't think your headlights are all the way on. Of course, yeah. It's those newer cars, you guys. Those daytime running lights are bright enough to where people think they're headlights. All right, she turned them on. That's your update for that. Our first little story. But obviously the story we're headed to is much more significant. planning on hopping off at the exit prior to Deer Springs Road because that's where this is reported.
RA107, move up to CPT5.
My knowledge of the exits in that area get a little dicey. I know Twin Oaks Valley Road turns into Deer Springs, so that's another route we could have taken, but we'll just take the freeway and hop off before the traffic piles up and then try to access it. There are a couple roads that run adjacent to the freeway. Champaign Boulevard is one of them. I had heard this call go out initially, and then sometime later they added more units, and I was like, is this a new vehicle fire report, or is this them adding units to the same incident? And they were adding units to that same original incident, but so it's pretty sizable. They had at least 4 engines on this. I mean, if you think about the size of a semi-truck trailer, and especially all the contents inside, whatever it is, it's kind of a gamble as to the growth of the fire and the intensity of it. So some people might not get their packages on time.
ALS response, part problems. Engine 121 and RA 121 at 353 Windy Lane.
Oh wow, it looks like the traffic's already here. Oh, that goes on forever. Okay, so we will... Okay, El Norte is still the exit right before Deer Springs. It looks like it's about... Yeah, it's a 4-mile difference, so...
San Marcos, BLS response, lift assist, truck 141, Madrid Manor Mobile Home Park San Marcos, at 1401 El Norte Parkway, space 226.
We'll come up with a game plan here. There's another Amazon semi. Luckily, it doesn't sound like there's any injuries associated with this. Sounds like just loss of the truck, trailer, and probably the cab, I'm assuming. And then, of course, the contents inside. Oh, got CHP coming in on the right.
I just passed by that awesome Grove call that was pending. It's going to be a female from 44 Poles. Called yesterday over at Crowsnest Village. She's just on the side of the road with a flashlight, yelling.
10-4, copy on the side of the road with flashlight yelling. Related to a call from yesterday at 44 Poles.
Stop and go already. Thank you, LA. I very much appreciate that. And thank you for being a member. You'll never guess where I saw an accident today. Costco parking lot. You know how it is. The weekly accident in the Costco parking lot. Thank you so much, LA. I really appreciate that. And hello to you, by the way. That's the first I've seen you in the stream, so hope you're having a great Friday. Good kickoff to your weekend. I don't remember a time on the stream where I was stuck in traffic like this. I'm pretty good at avoiding traffic. Unless, you know, sometimes there's a location that you just have to endure it. But the thing that sucks is when CHP shuts down the freeway for a number of minutes, or even, I think the longest I've sat in a shut down freeway was like 2 hours or something. Hello to you, Jose. How you doing? Happy Friday. Okay, here's our exit. We are not sitting in this for another 4 miles. I'm surprised. I mean, I guess people have places to be, but I'm surprised people aren't exiting to look for an alternate route. Because after this, it's 4 miles until another exit, and this stuff is stopped. Let this guy get off. Yeah, look at all those brake lights. I don't know if you guys can see that way up ahead, but it is a sea of red.
RA 145, engine 233, you can stand by, this may be an AMA.
Goodness, I didn't realize the traffic was this bad. I checked it probably 15 minutes ago, and yeah, I did not think it was stretched. Someone even just went over the gore point there, the vegetation, to get off. Okay, I'm gonna find somewhere to pull off real quick and map a location adjacent. We'll give some effort for this one, because burnt out Amazon trailer is worth it. Oh, I hear sirens too. I'm guessing that's completely separate. Oh, it's an engine getting on the freeway. Well, oh, someone's giving me directions. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. I saw LA and Joshua asking what happened / where we're going. We are headed to a vehicle fire. It's on the northbound lanes of the 15 near Deer Springs Road. But as you could see by the imagery a couple minutes ago, the northbound lanes of the 15 are heavily backed up for a number of miles prior to this incident. So, but I definitely want to get a look at this. Okay, someone said I should have made a right back there. So I'm going to make a U-turn. I'm going to map it too, just so I don't have to find the directions in the chat. Goodness, my windshield is not doing too well. I think I'm just gonna take it in somewhere because I bought these like auto glass wipes to try and get a clear windshield, but it seems to still be having trouble focusing. Okay, so we're trying to get adjacent to the 15. So it looks like it's just south of the Mesa Rock Road undercrossing. There's a couple different locations. Let's try to go on North Center City Parkway. I saw someone in the chat saying that. Okay, it says 11 minutes. Let's give it a shot.
To 26101 North Center City Parkway. Head northeast on Bourbon Road.
A number of people going straight. I saw a couple of them trying to beat that little gap of traffic. Hi, Coley. I saw it. I had a red light opportunity to read that, so hello. How you doing? Hope you're having a good Friday. And thank you for being a member. Looks like a lot of people have the same idea to try to get around this. There even was some red on the map for North Center City Parkway, which isn't surprising because in this day and age, people can just plug in a new route into their phone. LA says make a quick left. Thank you, LA. I think he heard the GPS. Oh, did I just call it a GPS? That's so old school of me. Might as well call it a map. And of course, after they put the fire out, which could be a I mean, it is tedious already, but if the trailer was loaded with stuff shipping from Amazon, we all know that Amazon ships everything under the sun, so who knows what they were putting out. And then they have to call for that heavy-duty tow truck, not some standard F-350 tow truck. Obviously, that can't handle a semi with an attached trailer. So it'll definitely be a process to get this thing cleared out. And this started 45 minutes to an hour ago, so I think the scene will definitely still be there.
Turn right onto South Iris Lane, then turn left onto Center City Parkway.
I remember that comment. I forget, I think it was Joshua. He mentioned Iris, so... okay, this is kind of a weird... Yeah, this person's confused too. I don't blame him. But Joshua knew exactly how to get to where I needed to be.
At the light, turn left onto Center City Parkway.
Check the area 7616 Del Mar. For a male teenager, being near the RV.
In 3/4 of a mile, keep right onto North Center City Parkway.
You can see the traffic in the distance. I think that's the 15. Oh, you know what? Are they still fighting this fire? The sky looks a little orange in the distance. I can't quite tell if that's from the brake lights or what that is. We'll find out as we get closer.
Go past this light, then use the right lane to keep right onto North Center City Parkway.
Oceanside. ALS response. Heart problem. Engine 217 and RA211. Mission Cove Senior Apartments. At
Gosh,
3229 Mission
that
Cove
is
Way.
a lot of
Apartment
traffic.
432.
But our street looks pretty wide open for now. But I'm sure we'll hit some traffic eventually. I just want to at least be able to see something. Frontage Road, here we go.
In 2.2 miles, the destination is on your right, 26009 to 2610.
Yeah, that looks like smoke. I didn't realize they were still battling this thing. Yeah, that's definitely the fire. I wasn't quite sure which way we were pointing either. This will be interesting. I was hoping it would be a little more open than this, but it's one of those situations where I'm like, should I make a U-turn here and call it quits? Because I might get stuck if I continue any further.
A sick alert, coming northbound 15, just up to Deer Springs for approximately 2 hours. We do have the number 1 lane open.
Wow.
Issuing a sick alert, northbound 15, south of Deer Springs for approximately 2
They
hours.
just issued a SIG alert for the next 2 hours. 1 lane is open on the northbound 15. So this traffic is not going to be alleviated anytime soon. Wow, that must have been a ferocious fire. This all started about 45 minutes ago. And we're still seeing that smoke. Okay, this street seems to be moving pretty decently, so we'll stick it out for now. I actually see the smoke just off to our left. So we're closer than I thought to it. And there's still flames. My goodness, I did not think we were gonna see flames on this. If you guys can see that off to the left, the truck is still actively burning. Now the question is, where can I stop and maybe climb up a little hill? Definitely want to stop and look at that for a little bit. Wow. Yeah, I'm surprised it's still on fire. Oh, okay, so it is just south of the undercrossing. So we can actually also try this from the other side of the freeway. If you think every item has a cardboard box, that can become very dense very quickly. Of course, the items inside the boxes. All right, let's see. Oh, there's even a hose attached to the hydrant right there. Okay. This goes up, which is what we want. We want to get a higher vantage point on this.
Northbound Patrol 236 is a quarter.
Oh, that's cool. As long as there's no injuries, I can say it's cool. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to turn around and find a place to park after that. Tough because there's traffic right behind me. Let's see. Okay, here's a street sign. Perfect. Just what we needed. On our way back down there.
Turn left.
Yeah, it's quite the amount of smoke, too. feel legal to park right here. Yeah, there's a little driveway right there. This is the stringer's dilemma, finding parking for an incident. Okay, I'll just take a quick U-turn. There was a shoulder up here, I'll do that. And we can stop our dilly-dallying. Okay, off to the right here. There we go. Just wanted to make sure my Prius could handle it. Here we go. Let's take a look-see. You can see it actively still burning. Definitely, like, that is a lot of active fire still for about an hour into the incident. I did not expect to see any active flames. You can see after the incident, as you'd expect, traffic is fine. It looks to be slowing a little bit further north of the incident, but I cannot tell from here if the cab... They could have dropped the trailer on the shoulder and driven the cab away so it didn't burn. But that smoke plume extends. I mean, we were seeing that from at least a couple miles out. I certainly wish I could get a closer shot for you guys. I can try to get around these trees a little bit, but beyond that, it's not going to be a whole lot better. That's a pretty good shot. I'll give myself credit there. So, if you're tuned in and on the 15 northbound by chance, this is what you were waiting for in the Deer Springs area. Again, we're looking at the northbound lanes of the 15. That's where this is burning. They just issued a SIG alert, which is an alert that indicates an unexpected incident is going to affect traffic for a significant amount of time. So they listed this one as 2 hours. Of course, those are subject to change. Just take those time frames as estimates. But they just have the number 1 lane open, that fast lane. Again, this is an Amazon Prime truck that started burning about an hour ago. Unknown what it was carrying, but presumably if it did have cargo, it would be very miscellaneous given that it's Amazon, because Amazon sells a lot of stuff. So, and around the holidays, you know, not the best time for an Amazon truck to catch fire, but nobody planned for this to happen, of course. But there's your look at the scene. We'll stay here for a little bit longer. Active flames still coming out of that truck. You can see the blue on the side of Amazon's logo. But again, as far as I know, there are no injuries here. Let me read some of the comments. If you're LA says if you're stuck in traffic, look towards the dark, scary hills and just know Mr. Daniel's in there somewhere. Exactly. My assumption is a package combusted. Yeah, those lithium-ion batteries, I remember a couple years ago, that was the talk of the town in the news with those hoverboards that people were getting, especially for the holidays. Those were, you know, bursting into flames. Let's see. Just trying to make sure I address everybody's comments here. You said Deer Springs Road? Yes, I did. Yeah, so this is just specifically just south of the Mesa Road undercrossing. I'm sorry, Mesa Rock Road. So that was the road we were on. Can't tell if I'm saying that name right, but Deer Springs Road is further up here. So we're actually quite a bit south. We're closer to El Norte Parkway, the exit there. But our local heroes doing their jobs. You got a number, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 at least. And of course, CHP is going to be on this as well. They're the ones that issued the SIG alert. So if you're seeing smoke, if you're seeing traffic, etc. in this area, this is what you're dealing with right now. So that's the look at the scene. We'll head back to the media mobile here and get on our way. It's pretty darn dark out here. I can barely see where I'm standing. We did have a crash go out in Oceanside, so LA had 12 hoverboards on that trailer.
So we'll continue in and we'll upgrade if necessary.
Okay.
All right, where's that focus? Come on. I know my windshield's not that bad. There we go. Okay. Traffic collision on Vista Way in Oceanside, right by Target. If you guys are familiar with the area. And I did have someone text me saying there's something going on in El Cajon right now. I know that's not my jurisdiction, but someone texted me asking, but I'm not sure at this point. Okay. Someone else pulled over behind me. I think they want to look at it too. All right, we're just waiting for our opportunity. There we go. All right, so that was successful. Got a good look at those active flames. I'm still surprised that it was still actively burning. Flip a U-turn where we did before. Yeah, there is something going on north of the fire, so there's even some traffic north of that. You get a little bit of a break. And I see a couple cars in the distance with their hazard lights on, but I can't tell what's going on. I'll look into that once we're stopped again. There's one last look at the smoke plume in the distance.
We're in the area, you feel at this point you have anything to prove.
The fire department is unable to locate that traffic collision inside.
Haven't spoken to anybody else yet. They're Engine 213 OPD is UTL as well.
PD is also not able to locate it right now. I do see an ambulance. That first unit on the northern end of the scene is an ambulance, but like I said, we are about an hour into the incident being reported, so I'm hoping that since they haven't transported anybody yet, that means no serious injuries. There's a landmark for you. Green's Storage is right by where this Amazon truck is burning. all the people can. Ooh. Trying to get their detour to beat the traffic on the freeway lanes. Look at all that traffic. Someone was going down the shoulder right there. They were not having it. Okay, now to figure out how to get... Oh, and there's another fire department unit. I don't know if they're headed to the truck fire, but... We even saw one when we were getting off the 15 earlier, too. So, that's interesting. So that is a live stream exclusive because you guys tuned into the live stream. I very much appreciate it. You won't see coverage of that Amazon truck fire on my Instagram or anything. It's one of the perks of the lives. Stop signs and traffic signals. This is one fancy intersection. I know it's just new, but it's kind of funny. Pull over real quick to route our staging location. Even though I'm a North County native, I still get lost in some parts.
Starting route to Biggs Harley-Davidson.
Carlsbad, ALS response, cardiac arrest, engine 101, and RE
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the third exit onto West Country Club Lane.
At 2550 Carlsbad Boulevard, room 119.
In a quarter mile, at the roundabout, take the third exit onto West Country Club Lane.
Christmas lights are starting to pop up.
At the roundabout, take the third exit onto West Country Club Lane. Then turn right.
North
I'm having a severe asthma attack. The lips
Patient
tight.
214.
I've used an advice and she cannot find her inhaler. It's wonderful.
At the next light, turn right. At the light, turn right onto West El Norte Parkway.
Those where the RP will be near. She's about to pass out.
Kilo 213 was decided.
Carlsbad responding to an asthma attack.
ALS response,
person cannot find their inhaler and they're about to pass out. That sounds like a nightmare.
At the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn onto Woodland Parkway.
This area last night was the talk of the town. Someone had messaged me. It was one message that I got a few, referencing this CVS just off to our left. And there was a lot of police activity here last night, but I never was able to pinpoint, and I was late to the party, so I didn't super duper look into it, but pinpoint what exactly was going on.
Confirming 2780 Parkway to Los Angeles.
In 1.4 miles, turn right onto Rancheros Drive.
Yeah, sorry again about my windshield, guys. I know that's probably not the most pleasurable viewing experience, but you have my word, I will have that figured out by next week on the stream next Friday. A crystal clear windshield somehow. We'll figure it out.
Copy that with the family.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Rancheros Drive.
Unit B, to 2780 Parkway to Los Angeles. Originated.
Now I'm noticing all the Amazon trucks. It's just in my head.
I did go for it.
Copy 10 David. And David O'Shea.
Hi, Troll. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Hello to David as well. Let's see if we have anybody else new in here. Rob Walker. Rob Walker called me Danny.
Suspicious person 7376 via Lima. 14 minutes 2017 for.
I'm on a nickname basis with Rob. I was gonna say, like, hey Rob, like, haven't seen you in here before, but now I feel like I know him. I need to call him Robbie. Gonna hop on everyone's favorite freeway, the 78. update for you guys if you didn't hear already. That missing 13-year-old girl, Sophia, was located today. She November 20th. So, about 2 weeks there. She was located today and is safe and back with her family. So that is the update that everyone hoped for. So I was happy to pass that along. I was made aware of that about 2 this afternoon. Got to posting it right away so that everyone could know. Pulse point. Residential fire in Ramona. Ramona's on our list that we don't go to. After our little service incident. I'd go if it was big enough, but Ramona's a drive anyways. Elizabeth said, I read somewhere this is the most dangerous freeway in California, but I really think that's the 405. 78 is pretty dangerous. It has its fair share of crashes. I wouldn't know if it was the most dangerous freeway in the state or even the county, because I'm not familiar to that extent, but definitely has its pieces of, I don't want to say action, but I mean action.
015 and is it asking for a ride back to the vehicle? If he is carrying a
Alright, engine 111, show engine 111 and medic 111 on a walk-in. Station 1, show us both.
What's Sheriff doing? Do we have another incident by the Harley lot while we were gone? Is that what this is? I'm guessing it's just a traffic stop, but I see a couple units though. I'm intrigued. Oh wait, no, that's just one unit. Yeah, just a traffic stop. Home sweet Harley lot. And this week I don't have to squeeze in between 2 trucks with trailers. It's wide open for us. Now I can see what you guys are saying in the chat. Thank you guys for 19 likes. I appreciate that. Oliver says buenas noches. Buenas noches to you as well, Oliver. LA is setting 2 people up at Golden Corral, apparently. Hi, Janelle. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a good Friday. 23 likes now. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. We'll do a quick check of our resources, and then we can do a, what do I call that thing? Like where I go over the week. What do I call that? Why am I blanking? I don't remember. There was a 245 reported in the 300 block of Buena Creek Road in San Marcos. That was a while ago.
1850 hours, a black Lexus ES250, California 6 Unit Ocean Henry 858 was stolen. Break. 2 boys, 4 doors, 1 key in the vehicle, doors were unlocked, no permission given.
This is a BOL from Oceanside for a stolen vehicle. Recap. Thank you, Alexander. How's everyone doing? Doing well. Thank you for asking, Oliver. Hope you're doing as well as well. I tongue-tied myself. Resting, been working hard. Glad to hear you're getting some rest, Oliver.
They will be smart.
Are you confirming if you're over the 8?
Oh yeah, earlier this week we had another pedestrian struck in Oceanside. This was just about a mile from where 2 pedestrians unfortunately were struck and killed along Oceanside Boulevard. This one happened at South El Camino Real and Industry Street, but that windshield was messed up for an understatement. And there was some damage to the driver's side of the car as well. Someone had clearly been hit hard, but the pedestrian had walked away and was refusing to stop for a sergeant from Carlsbad PD who happened to be in the area when it happened, which is another weird commonality between the 2 incidents. With the double pedestrian incident, there was an officer that rolled up on it, and it sounded like the same thing happened with this one more recently, but it was a sergeant from Carlsbad PD. He asked for Oceanside's assistance, saying a pedestrian had been struck. So that's definitely not typical, but to have it happen on both was rare. Just something I wanted to note. But yeah, this person survived. They had what appeared to be non-life-threatening injuries per Oceanside PD. So and they are working a fatality on the 67. Again, not in our area. That may have been what the person that texted me was inquiring about, seeing the police activity in El Cajon. This is the 67 southbound and 8 westbound connector. It does not have many details, but there is a fatality involved in that somehow. Okay, so CHP is saying that the Amazon trailer was loaded with 8,000 pounds of Amazon packages, that one that we saw that caught fire. So it was loaded, very much. It was reportedly fully engulfed before the fire department arrived. Solo occupant out of vehicle. Oh, CHP or somebody's doing something. That was sheriff. Huh, that was weird. Was that the same unit that was down off to our left? Let's see if they're working anything.
Highland Road.
37.
31 Southern Denver.
Cross Summit 2123.
Okay, there is something on LA North Command, Highland and Melrose and Vista.
Sheriff.
I'm just starting to hear this. What's going on?
Station made it past Highland in Maryland. That's Highland in Maryland.
Now saying Highland and Maryland.
There's no patch up the North Command for pursuit on westbound 78 and South Rancho Santa Fe.
Oh, okay.
20 North Melrose Drive.
This is a foot pursuit.
And start closing.
I heard 2 locations thrown out there, though, that were not close together. Westbound 78. Okay. Made it past the church. There is a church right by the 78 in South Rancho Santa Fe. We'll head there first. And we just saw that sheriff unit.
There was a 11-year-old that reported a ground error that hit a high fever and was taken to the general by an unknown.
Yeah, Highland in Maryland in Vista is not close to westbound 78 in Rancho Santa Fe, so that's a little confusing. But we will head to the Rancho Santa Fe exit first.
We're going to Charles 10. I saw the Charles 2. We're queued up and we're going to be separate from Charles 4.
Hopefully it is the Rancho Santa Fe exit because that unit was very close. So hopefully they were able to get in there quick and assist the other deputy.
Charles 4, add me to their call.
Should have some clarity here in just a second.
Charles 2 subject's going to be Israel Calvillo, known as the homeboy. I'll get your date of birth in a second. First subject will be Israel Calvillo, known as the homeboy.
30 close down. The DOB is going to be 1124 of 1995.
We are just one exit away from there.
Station, I'm going to need you to confirm with the warrant as well as also control and I'm pretty sure it's a violation.
31 Charles 2, you're next one.
So make sure all the doors are locked here. Going into an area with a foot pursuit. Okay, they mentioned the church, so I'm assuming if this is the correct location, they would be referencing Awaken Church right there on Descanso Avenue. Let's see. Okay, no, it's gonna be Highland and Maryland. That was weird.
Southern Western perimeter position.
Good thing I can go straight here, though.
Starting route to Highland Drive and Maryland Drive.
First southwestern position.
So the foot pursuit is confirmed to be in the area of Highland Drive and Maryland Drive in Vista. I'm not sure at this point what it started as, maybe a traffic stop. It's really
4 miles, take exit 6 on
just a shot in the
Village
dark as
Drive.
far as what it started as. But somebody ran and law enforcement chased after them. That's what we know. So there's obviously a church in that area as well. Sounds like that's where he was last seen running. guessing if Astria's available to fly, they would bring them in for this. There is a cloud cover.
Use the second lane from right to take exit 6 onto Vista Village Drive. Take the exit, then turn left onto Vista Village Drive. At the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn onto Vista Village Drive. Turn left, then turn right onto Hacienda Drive.
Oh, there they go. Oh, that is not for the Vale. There's a motorcycle pursuit somewhere, but I don't know which agency that is. National City has a motorcycle pursuit.
Switch it over. Depot subject. 46 phone. Confirming status.
Stay in the right lane.
Copy that.
Go past this light, then at the next one, turn right. At the light, use the right lane to turn right, then turn right. At the light, turn right onto South Melrose Drive.
Breathing problems. Engine 211 and RA213. Ocean Park Apartments 149. At 149 Canyon. 160.
Charles Sam 2 up.
In 1.2 miles, turn left onto Highland Drive.
Valley Center. BLS response. Full. Engine 161. At 30,856 Hillview Drive.
North Lamar 211, we're clear all full ALS transport. When you touch some 12 engine 211.
Oceanside. Investigation. Engine 216. At 30,500 to 30,598 via Puerto del Sol.
Should see a number of units shortly. About a half mile.
ALS response.
At the next
Breathing
light,
problems.
turn left.
RA211. Ocean Park Apartments 149. At 149 Canyon Drive. Apartments 160.
Okay, I do see one off to the left up here. Not sure if we can even make a left if they have it blocked off.
At the light, turn left onto Highland Drive.
That light is
Then
bright.
arrive at your destination.
Okay. We'll head down there.
Encinitas. ALS response.
Turn right.
Seizure. Engine 234.
At the light,
Patrol
turn left onto
236.
North Avenue.
And Medic
Then turn left
235.
onto Maryland
At
Drive.
710 Cool Ranch Road.
With the DOB of 1224 of 1995. No bail amount listed for charge of 3455 Adam.
So again, this is a foot pursuit in the area of Highland Drive and Maryland Drive. You can see deputies standing on one of the corners of the perimeter here. There is a church that they are heavily focusing on right there. Canine unit, whole 9 yards.
Northbound Patrol 236 responding.
Northbound Patrol 236 responding. Over.
Okay.
Hey, just look to your northeast corner. We're in the open field. I'm gonna give you a light real quick.
Yeah, here.
Okay, so what do you need, another light? I'll see a green on it from the one responding. It looks like it's connected to a huge property. What's each side regarding this house?
Copy.
We'll flip a Yui. Get back to the heart of the action here.
Copy. We just want to keep the unit in that cul-de-sac. That's perfect. And then myself and 106 are going to start making our way east along the backside of the church.
We were unable to reach the RO and leave a voicemail to confirm if it's still outstanding. Engine 216 up here. The RP is seeing something on fire and he's calling from 4140 Carey Lane.
Medic 71.
Okie dokie. There's a perfect little spot for us.
Controlled fire, is it?
Anyone responding? Unknown 3112 so we have units.
You can see
674 Beacon.
this is the main
And
focus here.
1100 Maryland. 1105 Maryland. 10-4, have units
They want this guy.
behind 74
Oceanside.
Beacon and 1105
ALS
Maryland.
response. Seizure. RA 216 at 507 Springfield Avenue.
Said you're on Beacon Court, sir.
I'm just gonna stick it
Yeah, I'm at the end of the
from the
cul-de-sac.
car
I'm not
right
sure
now.
Where in relation to the church that is.
Kind of stand by and see if
Just give me a
something
hand. There's a
happens.
sort of a deep, winding driveway down here to one of the houses.
What church is this?
Yeah, you're just north of
Let me get you a name of the church.
So there should be a good spot right there.
Rancho Santa Fe. Owner investigation. Engine 261 at 16,756 Los Moros.
This is Lifeway Church. So if you anybody in here is local and familiar with that church, that's where this search is focused right now.
I checked that open field and all the brush, and then the side of the church. What would you like next? Stand by, I'll give you a call.
Oceanside. ALS response. Seizure. Engine 216 at
Let me go down here a little
507
bit more and
Springfield Avenue.
we can hop out.
Control 236.
I definitely want to stay in the middle of it, not on the outskirts.
Springfield Avenue for a seizure. We'll assign another unit to the investigation.
I'm coming at 216 copies. If it's not multiple callers.
I'm catching up on the chat real quick.
Copy.
Hi Victor, how you doing?
Control
I think that's
Patrol 236.
Victor. I feel like I vaguely remember that name.
234, we can continue the medics.
Copy. Break
Thank you for
236,
joining, by the way.
Another residence. 820 Maryland. Can someone just go knock and see if the parent
Engine 115. At
no worries or no nothing?
All right, let's hop out here.
Flavor to Delazole.
Hi, Adrian. How you doing? Thank you for joining. You can see there. Checking this area, even with vehicles, this is open field. Oh, that might be a civilian. Oh no, that's sheriff. That's actually the K9 unit. You can hear them barking. They're kind of hightailing it out of here, no pun intended. Wondering what that might mean. And the sky is pretty clear. If they do bring Astria in, that might be a good idea. And it's down here. And so again, this is the church, Lifeway Church. There's not a whole lot to see besides the perimeter right now, but definitely wanted to give you guys a look. They did have a few deputies in the parking lot there, but they are now gone. We'll get back to the car so that we can continue monitoring and not miss out.
Engine 115 cancel, engine 115 cancel. Engine 115 cancel.
115 times.
Copy.
Good night to you, David. Thank you for joining tonight. I'm trying to find out exactly what this started as. Okie dokie. We'll stage somewhere in this area for now, just in case something further happens with that foot pursuit call, but as of right now, it sounds very stagnant and doesn't have any indication of changing.
Antelope.
Here you go, South Lake, you have traffic. Might go Town Center, right or not on it. Good.
38 Paul. Go ahead and move up into Town Center. Go hang out by Modern Kitchen. I'll be by the Chevron. They should cover any exits for the bike.
Kitchen, Town Center.
$4.69 for gas. That's not at all compared to what it's been.
About 2 mics out. I'm moving down on another bike.
Might as well sell it at the Dollar Tree.
10-4.
We'll go stage at that little parking lot by Mama and Papa's Pizza Grotto.
Working.
It's one exit away. Not in the immediate area of the Foot Pursuit, but closer than our staging area.
Parked across from the Chevron in front of the Bonds area.
Jolene just said, "What are we naming the baby?" I have no idea what you guys are talking about in the chat, but I am not caught up, that's for sure. I'm out of the loop.
I'm thinking as well, if you could come into the
I think it's safe to call this our Vista staging location now.
So we're rounding the corner right now.
Right off the freeway. Thank you guys for 28 likes. I appreciate that. Daniel Flasher Jr. Is that what we're naming the baby?
If we're hitting the 46 mile per stone route, maybe take somewhere near the Sinopolis or somewhere on like the southern portion of the shopping center. We have a decently loose perimeter there. And so forth. And for on the 1051, the suspected bike is going to be parked next to a black colored Toyota Camry or Corolla. There is a white SUV that's about to pull out. It's in between those two vehicles.
Traffic is still slammed on the 15. It now stretches all the way down to the 78. So if anybody watching is hoping to get up north and is in this area currently, either take a different route or leave early. I did not realize how prolonged of an incident that would be. But dang. Good night to you, Troll. Thank you for joining. Good to see you as always. There is a live look at the 15 northbound near the 78. Here, I'll do this. I don't want to expose it if someone texts me or something. There we go. There's a look at it. The traffic is just reaching that point. This is live, so it's just a still picture. I know I've seen like Caltrans cameras in video form, but I've never known how to access that. I think it would be really cool to, though. But most of them work, and they are scattered amongst North County in pretty good areas. But the 78 only has one at Nordal in San Marcos. There's none in Oceanside or Vista, Escondido. But they get more common the further south you go in San Diego County. The 76 has quite a bit, actually. But I wish they had more along the 78. You have to know the password? You probably do. Or you have to have some sort of access code or something like that. Bernardo says, ooh, hang tight, something always popping in Vista.
Cat call, check comments.
You'd be right about that.
And Medic 24, McDonald's, at 2673 de la Valle.
Unable to contact that RO to check if it's outstanding.
Oh, I think that's our friend Astria flying to Vista. Sure sounds like them. At this point, when I hear Astria's rotors from the ground, I can pretty much tell it's them. Not to toot my own horn, but they're definitely headed in that direction, so looks like the deputies on the ground are going to be getting air support, which is good. We have a rescue traffic collision response on the 78 in Witch Creek, which is in the Ramona area. You can see Astria's blinking lights right now before they go under that tree. They're heading over there. Crash on the 78, unknown vehicle went off the roadway and crashed into a tree. CHP El Cajon office is working that one. So that is out of our area, unfortunately. That's when the 78's like just a 2-lane roadway, way out there. Where is the location of the traffic? I have Caltrans camera up. On the Quick Map app, if you have that open, it's at the 15 and 78 interchange. So that's the camera that I was loading up there to show you guys the traffic. Hello to you, by the way, Sarah. Thank you for joining. Yeah, what time did that fire go out? 7:24. So it's a little over 2 hours old at this point, and traffic is still getting worse. I mean, that cleanup is... They definitely have their work cut out for them.
Negative. I just wanted to move this along for after. I'll do a couple checks in the area, and we'll call it from there.
Yeah, for property check negative, we'll just make your after to do checks in the area.
Astria is 97, aka at scene. They need to stop dilly-dallying. That phrase earlier just popped out of my mouth. I don't usually say that.
We got a perimeter set up pretty quick, right?
Hey, we had units at Highland in Maryland.
Northbound Patrol 236, AIQ.
The traffic is only bad just south of the 70 interchange, but opens up before Valley Parkway, so not too bad at all. The traffic is definitely still bad. This incident is in Deer Springs, so I'm not sure which direction you're referencing. Yeah, I was referencing north of the 78. Northbound.
Engine 80 Medicaid available. Additionally, we're going to start the start to this over the side. Highway 78 Ramona Trails Drive.
Copy. Responding to you, sir. San Diego, becoming 33, King responding.
Deer Springs is not near the 70 interchange? I don't remember saying that. The camera view I was referencing was near the 70 interchange. The Deer Springs is where the incident is going on, the fire. It's between El Norte Parkway and Deer Springs Road. The Ghetto Bird is out on Vista. Do you know where? That's going to be the foot pursuit we were live at about 20 minutes ago. Highland Drive and Maryland Drive, that area.
Just east on Northwest Lane.
Yeah, it's basically just east of Maryland and Dana Drive.
So we're east of Maryland and Dana Drive.
You know, north of Maryland from Highland. How many you got again?
028, you recovered tonight?
Keep going up to the corner of that open lot, the north corner. Yeah, you're gonna stop right in there somewhere, and then along that fence line. Yeah, go ahead and stop right there. And along the fence, and you go eastbound along the fence. There's a bush that's kind of on both sides of the fence. There's something warm on the south side of that bush. Myself, police are making our way up to the LT. Actually, should be
San Marcos. ALS response. Breathing problems. Truck 141 and RA 143.
Yeah, I got eyes on you guys.
East Mission Road and Venice Avenue.
From where you are now, that's that bush that's on the fence. You guys know me. That's what you say. I'm gonna check.
All 800 units, 1186. ULB closure. Just for ULB.
Just close to you guys. And that's where I'm seeing the heat source back in that area. It could just be a bunny rabbit. I see a few jumping around, but worth a check.
Astria has a heat source, but they're not sure if it's, and I quote, a bunny rabbit.
Wall Street. We'll give it about 10 minutes. See the subject approaches the bike And if not, we'll just go ahead and I'll take the recovery.
10-4, Lieutenant. Go ahead.
And just for SA, I did not get to fully confirm the plate. It was a quick drive-by when I found the vehicle, and I could just see that there was a 25 as the first two numbers. So what did you guys came in? I don't know if you guys have checked there's a bunch of outbuildings all around that church. I mean, they'd be good spots to hide.
Building all around the church.
Oh man, there's a few of us over here. We'll be making our way down.
LA said, wow, I'm an hour behind on stream. Are you really? I never know if he's actually being serious.
Engine 85 is not seen. We have one vehicle over the side. Occupant is extricated. We have the eastbound lane the ambulance and 3368 cancel over.
Occupant has been extricated for the crash on the 78 that went over the side. Regina says, hello everyone, I'm so late tonight and got to work early these holiday hours, just rolling one day into another. Just wanted to say hi and hope everyone is well. Thank you so much, Regina. I appreciate you popping in. I hope you get some time to yourself soon. I know the holidays are a crazy time of year. And thank you for being a member, by the way. Thank you very much. Appreciate the kind words.
I'll be set up on the back side of the 24-hour fitness in case.
Given that it's
San Marcos. ALS response. Breathing problems.
breathing problems, okay. Just wanted to see what that was. Given that it's 9:40, we will head back to the staging area. Doesn't sound like anything's happening with this foot pursuit besides Astria's arrival.
Commercial fire alarm. 261. The Bistro. At 6024 Delicious.
For a little drive here. Back to our home base. You can see Astria in the distance. They're about to go behind that tree again.
Truck 141 from RE 143. You can cancel, we can handle. Copy, thank you.
I'm sure they're not interested. Unit on 3 Charlie Tower for North Home.
get like like unsettled when that happens. Probably just a coincidence. Maybe it's a flasher. Who's in that Civic or Accord or whatever that is? I do see a fire department unit responding to something in the distance. That must be that traumatic injury call we heard go out in San Marcos about 5 minutes ago or so.
Building just clear for the outlets. You can advise the alarm company.
Clear.
Medic D60, you guys can drive out on the field. Position over the items that he's taking.
I can still see that fire department unit. It's on Grand somewhere. Gmail. Nani says Buffalo isn't in Idaho. I think Buffalo's, well, I know there is a Buffalo in New York. Isn't that the capital?
Vista. Person down. Engine 123 and RA 126 at Monty Mar Road and Willow Creek Drive.
Thank you, LA, for the additional tip. I very much appreciate it. Got a glizzy in the chat. Hey, Sand Crab, how you doing? I cannot keep up with LA's comments. Oh my gosh. He's going to Paris and Boise. Julian. Good night to you, Jose. Thank you for joining. Always good to see you. Now we have a non-injury hit and run on the 15 northbound south of Deer Springs. So essentially, it sounds like it's in that traffic jam for the Amazon truck fire. Reporting party got out of vehicle to make contact with the other vehicle, and it kept moving with the traffic.
Vista. Traffic collision.
Oh,
Truck
speaking of the devil.
And RA 121 at North Santa Fe Avenue and West Bobier Drive.
North Comrie 123.
North Santa Fe and Bobier. That'll be right by Vista High School.
Northcom RA 123. We're Clear Hospital back in district. We can take that TC on North Santa Fe in place of RA 126 or anywhere.
What did you want to call about it? ALS transport?
The last call was ALS transport. We can take there in place of RA 121. There, anywhere.
That TC and Vista is non-injury, blue BMW in the middle of the intersection. Thank you. You were very quick on that, Pat. And thank you for being a member. I see you got your star you're sporting. Literally, Nani, I totally agree. I don't I don't know how Pat got that so fast, but he is on it. Just a little holiday event shout out. I know Vista has their holiday parade tomorrow. I've heard 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. both thrown out as starting times. So if you do plan to attend, make sure you clarify so you don't miss it. But on Google, it's saying 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So hopefully that's the correct one. But fair warning. And they have a new route as well, so keep that in mind. But I will be wrapping up the stream within the next few minutes, so if you guys have any questions, comments, etc. that you want to get in before I head off, now's the time. If you guys have any questions about an incident or anything. LA's always my countdown person. I'll see you on Sunday, Daniel. Oh, I will see you on Sunday. Absolutely. I didn't know you were going. Thank you for following me on Instagram. Absolutely. Happy to do so. Thank you for following me on Instagram and YouTube. I appreciate the support. That's a good theory, Coley. Maybe LA was born on a leap year. So he's got about a year and 3 months until the next birthday. Janelle threw her Instagram handle in the chat. Make sure you guys go follow that. She is a wonderful crocheter, which is kind of like knitting, if you're not familiar.
Truck 126.
Truck 126.
So we're in the area, located one disabled vehicle. Do you have any further details?
Truck 126 saying they located a disabled vehicle for that Vista TC. The one Pat saw probably moved from the middle of the intersection.
Ferrari 123.
Unless that's the one they're talking about.
Take a ride on Bovier and check that side.
Drop the backpack out of the aluminum.
Copy.
It's an arts for a lift gate inside the building.
No further for the call taker. Looks like the intersection said it was possibly non-injury, but BRP had left.
Yep.
Blew out my clutch on Thanksgiving Day. All told, $3,500. That is not good. Sorry to hear that, Sand Crab.
Ferrari 123.
Station speed clear for traffic gameplay.
We're clear this way.
Unit 7604.
Yep. Go ahead, I'll check 126.
That's a match.
Track 126.
Sorry to hear sandwiches. That gave me a good laugh. Autocorrect
50 Oceanside
can be a jerk
Boulevard.
sometimes.
Station 9.9 David.
There goes Astria again. I see some comments that are a little dicey in terms of talking about other people on the stream. Let's make sure we're keeping it respectful and hear you guys. $25-year-old truck. Coley knows all about cars, so if you talk to her, I'm sure she'll be able to guide you in the right direction. That's it, folks. Show's over. You know, LA, unfortunately, you are correct. We're going to wrap up the stream here. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Thank you guys for all the likes, the tips from LA. Thank you so much, LA. I very much appreciate your support. The viewership, any subscriptions you guys did, all of my members, of course, my moderators. Want to make sure I'm getting everybody on the list. Happy December to you guys. If you're looking forward to any holidays, I hope you guys have a good time with your friends and family. I will see you guys next week on Friday at 8 p.m. As always, have a safe weekend and week ahead, and I will see you guys then. Bye, guys.